What's up guys, I'm Jem and welcome back to CarMechanic Simulator. In this episode we're going to be working on this old Corvette that I found at the junkyard. This Corvette just caught my eye because of the livery that it had on it. The stars back here on the back fender, I wanted to see what you could turn it into. So we're going to take it out to the car wash and go wash it off and see what's left of the livery. Let's see. I'm assuming it's black. Yeah, ooh. Alright. You still see a little bit of the livery underneath all that rust, but damn. Let's clean this thing up and then we'll put this thing on one of the lifts. Alright, now that we got it inside here, the first thing we're going to do is just strip this thing down of all the tail lights, fenders. I mean, most of it's already gone. So we're just going to take out this one headlight, and I think that's it for things on the car. Yeah, body's at 1%. While we're here, we're also going to clean out this interior real quick. It's just one seat. So the next thing we're going to do is just drop all the suspension out of this car. It's way too rusty. You know, normally I never would have really picked up this Corvette from the junkyard. Because, you know, they're pretty common to see. It was just the livery that just caught my eye. This game has a lot of, like, good liveries from the base game without mods, which is really cool. Okay, I believe that's all the suspension out of this thing. It actually wasn't that bad. I have to drain the oil out of this thing before I can pull the engine. Oh, I lied. There's no oil pan. So I'm gonna go drop this thing back down. Alright, let's pull out this engine and clean up this engine bay now. Get this air filter and all this stuff out of here. Alright, there is this car fully stripped down. Nothing is left in this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hook up the welder, clean this thing up. I want to see how well the livery gets cleaned up on the back of the car. Man, that is cool. Oh, I like this. Alright, let's go rebuild this engine. So this stock engine makes around 600 horsepower already, which is really good. Considering that we're putting all performance parts on this also. This car should be making, I'm assuming, about 1,000, maybe 1,200, somewhere in that range. Maybe. This is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that I'm able to do the track in this thing in less than a minute and 40, which should be very doable. Right now with the engine complete, we're gonna move back over to the car and start dropping in this new suspension. I always like these older Corvettes. I know they're not older, but like retro Corvettes. I always thought they had a really nice look to them. That, I believe this is a C4 Corvette. Oh, I've always liked the look of them. Either this or like a 1980 Thunderbird. This like genre of car, I don't know, or class of car, has always kind of amused me. I believe that this Corvette and the Thunderbird were the only two cars that have independent suspension, or they're the first of the group. It's crazy like how the industry has changed in terms of how cars look. Everything's now like kind of like egg-shaped, which is kind of weird to say. A lot of the SUVs are just egg-shaped. A lot of the things in the 90s and 80s were straight up bricks. It's crazy how what a change it really has been in the car industry. And I feel like a lot of the cars nowadays look very similar to one another, unless it's like an extreme brand. Okay, now with that frame in, we can drop this thing back down. Let's go put the engine in this thing. I forgot to take it with me and stuff it in my pocket. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Why won't it let me take this thing off the engine stand? There we go. Bring it over here, and then we can install it into this new Corvette. Now we gotta add all the reservoirs and the battery into the engine bay real quick. I wish this game added brake lines into the game. So you had to run your own brake lines. That would be really cool. I don't know how exactly they would implement that. But I kind of just hate that it stops at the ABS pump. Like right here. I wish there would be... Is it ABS pump? It's ABS module, I think. I wish that they would add so you can craft your own brake lines. Or bend your own brake lines. I think that would be a really cool addition that they can add into this game. There's a whole other world in terms of wiring they haven't even really tapped into. Which maybe they can set up an advanced version of the game where you can get into wiring and things of that nature. Alright, with the engine and suspension being in, now we're going to start adding in all the fenders and doors and windshield and all that to start making the car look complete again. Alright, there's the body complete. Let's add the interior back into this thing real quick. Alright, that's all done. Now we gotta pick out... I want a new set of rims. I don't want to go with the stock rims that they have for this car. So I'm gonna search around to see if I can find something that fits better in my opinion. Okay, let's see how this rim fits. Oh, with a different type of rim. Hope to see how it looks. I don't know, I kind of like it. Let's see how it looks with the paint job and everything. I'm kind of on the border of whether I like these or don't. They're like meh. Alright. See this thing on its own weight. I don't hate it. Not gonna lie, I don't hate it. I think we're gonna stick with those and let's go paint this thing to just look like freedom. Okay, so it was in black before. Where is that livery? I want that American flag livery again. There we go. Do we want it in black though? Then you can't see the letters in white. Ooh. That kind of ruins the blue. I'm trying to find something that complements it. I think metallic looks nice. I like that, I like that. Okay, we're gonna go with something simple and just black with the livery. I think the tint is really gonna complete this thing, just darkening this car up. Murdering it out. Let's see, we're obviously gonna go with 100 overall in this thing. Done. I like that. That thing looks mean, dude. Let me just fill up all these reservoirs and then we'll take this thing down. And we'll take this thing out to go dyno it to see what kind of power we're making. Alright, we should be 100 across the board. Let's see. Not what I was wanting to look for. There we go, 100 across the board. Let's go dyno this thing. See what we're making. Start test. 600 stock. We've got to at least be making 1,100 is my guess. I might be off. Unsure. I'm assuming we're gonna be gaining 100, or maybe like not 100, like around 80 to 90%, which is almost 2 times what we're making stock. So let's see. Yeah, basically 99. So we basically made double what we were making from factory, which is pretty damn good. Now we gotta see what this thing does around a track though. Alright, let's go. We're gonna beat 140, maybe. I did make some adjustments to the tire size in the rear. I was rolling with, I believe I had 305s in the back. But this thing has so much power that it was breaking free of 305s in 3rd gear. So, and I don't know how to feather the throttle in this game on keyboard and mouse. Oh god. Still breaks free in 3rd gear a little bit, but not nearly as bad as when I had the 305s on it. I was spinning out every corner basically, trying to get out of every corner, accelerating. So this should be way better. I hope. Oh god. Alright, we're in the dirt a little bit. It's gonna kill the time. We're gonna take this corner a lot softer. This is the one that I always mess up on. Alright, there we go. I think we're making good time. I can't really tell. The more power I have, it seems to be like it's a very touchy game of trying to keep it on the road. With the GTR in last episode that I made, which was Brian O'Connor's, I was able to get a lap time of like, I believe it was 347 pretty easily. Okay, let's focus up. And that car only had like 500 horsepower. Oh, I just threw that, man. Come on, it's possible. The more control you have, the better. Oh, it is. A 140 lap is so possible. If I didn't spin out in that pit, I just threw, man. Oh my god. That's still not bad. It seems to be the more control you have, the more efficient of a lap you can make, which seems pretty obvious. Maybe if I put better front tires or slicks on the back, I don't know. Alright guys, I think that's where I'm going to call it for the day. We did pretty well. If you guys want to check out more car mechanic content, check out this video right here where I rebuild Brian O'Connor's GTR.